Have you ever considered that something widely promoted as healthy could actually be subtly yet significantly harming your brain as you age? What if a vitamin you've been diligently taking, perhaps for years, is quietly undermining your cognitive health? Today, we're diving deep into a crucial topic that could change how you view your daily supplements. Welcome to Senior Health, where we empower you with the knowledge to make informed decisions about your well-being. Get ready because what you're about to learn might genuinely surprise you and equip you to protect your most vital organ, your brain.
So, what exactly is this seemingly innocuous vitamin that could be a wolf in sheep's clothing for your brain? We're talking about vitamin E, specifically in its synthetic form, often listed as DL-alpha tocopherol on supplement labels. For decades, vitamin E has been lauded as a powerful antioxidant, an essential nutrient for skin health, immune function, and protecting our cells from damage. It's been a staple in multivitamins and anti-aging creams, widely assumed to be universally beneficial. Many of us have been encouraged to take it, believing we're doing our bodies a favor, especially as we get older and become more concerned about oxidative stress. However, as research progresses, a more nuanced and indeed concerning picture of high-dose synthetic vitamin E is beginning to emerge, particularly regarding its long-term effects on the aging brain. It's crucial to understand that while vitamin E from natural food sources is vital, the isolated, synthetic version in supplement form behaves quite differently in our bodies.
The initial scientific whispers about vitamin E's potential downsides, particularly concerning brain health, began to surface not from a single, isolated study, but from a growing body of research that challenged its once unquestioned benefits. One of the earliest and most significant indicators came from large-scale clinical trials designed to investigate vitamin E's role in preventing chronic diseases. For instance, the Heart Outcomes Prevention Evaluation, or HOPE study, a landmark trial involving nearly 10,000 participants at high risk for cardiovascular events, found that high-dose vitamin E supplementation, 400 IU daily, provided no cardiovascular benefit and did not protect against cancer. While not directly focused on the brain, this study, published in the New England Journal of Medicine in 2000, was a critical turning point. It began to dismantle the widespread belief that more antioxidants were always better, prompting scientists to look more closely at specific vitamins. Further concerns arose from analyses like the meta-analysis published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, in 2005 by Dr. Edgar R. Miller and colleagues from Johns Hopkins Medical Institutions. This comprehensive review, which examined 19 clinical trials involving over 135,000 participants, concluded that high-dosage vitamin E supplements, doses of 400 IU per day or more, were associated with an increased risk of all-cause mortality. While this finding was broad, it raised significant alarm bells across the scientific community and intensified scrutiny on the safety profiles of common supplements, including vitamin E, at higher doses. These studies, initially looking at broader health outcomes, inadvertently highlighted the need for more targeted research into vitamin E's specific effects on the brain, particularly as its antioxidant power might not be as universally beneficial as once assumed, and could in fact have unintended consequences.
Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How exactly can this seemingly beneficial vitamin, particularly in its synthetic form and at high doses, negatively affect the brain? The mechanisms are complex, but emerging research points to several key pathways. Firstly, while vitamin E is known as an antioxidant, too much of a good thing can actually become pro-oxidative. Dr. Balls Fry, a prominent researcher in antioxidant biochemistry and former director of the Linus Pauling Institute, has highlighted how excessive levels of certain antioxidants can, under specific conditions, start to generate harmful free radicals rather than neutralize them. This occurs because the delicate balance of oxidative stress and antioxidant defense in the brain is easily disrupted. When synthetic vitamin E floods the system, it can interfere with the body's natural antioxidant network, including vital enzymes like glutathione reductase, leading to an increase in oxidative damage to brain cells rather than a decrease. Secondly, high doses of synthetic vitamin E can interfere with the absorption and function of other crucial fat-soluble vitamins, particularly vitamin K. Vitamin K is absolutely essential for brain health, playing a critical role in sphingolipid synthesis, which is vital for nerve cell membranes, and in regulating calcium, which is important for neurotransmitter release. Research from institutions like Tufts University, which has extensively studied vitamin K, suggests that an imbalance caused by excessive vitamin E can indirectly impair neurological function. Furthermore, there's evidence that high-dose synthetic vitamin E can disrupt mitochondrial function in brain cells. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of our cells, and their healthy operation is paramount for cognitive function. When these organelles are compromised, it leads to reduced energy production and increased cellular stress, which can accelerate neuronal damage and contribute to neurodegenerative processes. This disruption is particularly concerning for the aging brain, which is already more vulnerable to mitochondrial dysfunction. Essentially, instead of protecting, an overdose of synthetic vitamin E can paradoxically induce a state of cellular stress and imbalance that is detrimental to brain health.
Given these insidious mechanisms, what specific neurological symptoms and conditions have been linked to an overabundance of synthetic vitamin E? While direct causation is still an area of ongoing research, observational studies and mechanistic insights suggest several concerning associations, particularly for the aging population. One significant area of concern is cognitive decline and memory impairment. While some early studies optimistically explored vitamin E for Alzheimer's prevention due to its antioxidant properties, later, more rigorous trials and meta-analyses have largely failed to show a benefit and in some cases have hinted at potential harm. For example, a study published in the Archives of Neurology in 2005, part of the Alzheimer's Disease Anti-Inflammatory Prevention Trial, ADAPT, showed no benefit of vitamin E, 2,000 IU per day, in delaying cognitive decline in elderly individuals. When combined with the understanding that high doses can become pro-oxidative and interfere with other vital nutrients, it's plausible that this disruption contributes to, rather than prevents, the subtle erosion of cognitive function that many seniors experience. Individuals might report feeling fuzzy, having more trouble recalling names or facts, or experiencing a general slowing of their thought processes. Furthermore, there are indications of a potential link to increased risk of hemorrhagic stroke. While vitamin E is known to have anticoagulant properties, thinning the blood, excessive amounts, especially when combined with other blood thinners or in individuals with certain predispositions, can increase the risk of bleeding in the brain. This is a severe and life-threatening condition. The Nurses' Health Study and the Health Professionals Follow-Up Study, large, prospective cohorts, have shown associations between high vitamin E intake and an elevated risk of hemorrhagic stroke, particularly in women. Beyond these more severe outcomes, there's a general concern about exacerbating underlying neurological vulnerabilities. For someone already experiencing mild cognitive impairment or who has a genetic predisposition to neurodegenerative diseases, the chronic cellular stress and nutrient imbalances induced by high-dose synthetic vitamin E could potentially accelerate or worsen their condition. Dr. David Perlmutter, a neurologist and author who advocates for brain health through nutrition, often emphasizes the delicate interplay of nutrients and the potential for imbalances to negatively impact neurological function, aligning with the idea that an excess of one isolated nutrient can throw the entire system off kilter. The subtle effects might manifest as a lack of mental sharpness, increased fatigue, or even mood disturbances that are often dismissed as normal aging, but could in fact be exacerbated by seemingly healthy supplement habits.
Understanding the potential risks of high-dose synthetic vitamin E naturally leads to the question, how easily can someone exceed the safe levels? The answer, surprisingly, is very easily, especially for well-meaning seniors trying to optimize their health. The recommended daily allowance, RDA, for vitamin E for adults is a modest 15 milligrams, or 22.4 international units, IU. This amount is readily available through a balanced diet rich in natural sources. However, many popular vitamin E supplements and multivitamins on the market contain doses far exceeding this RDA, often ranging from 100 IU to 1,000 IU or even higher. Some formulations specifically marketed for heart health or anti-aging might pack in particularly large doses. The issue is compounded by the fact that many processed and packaged foods are also fortified with synthetic vitamin E, meaning it's added during manufacturing. Think about breakfast cereals, certain oils, and even some snack bars. They often boast added vitamins, including vitamin E, to enhance their nutritional appeal. So if you're taking a high-dose supplement and also consuming several fortified foods throughout the day, you could inadvertently be exposing your brain to concerning levels of synthetic vitamin E without even realizing it. It's also important to differentiate between the natural forms of vitamin E, mixed tocopherols and tocotrienols found in foods, which are a complex of 8 different compounds, and the synthetic D-alpha tocopherol commonly found in supplements. The body processes and utilizes these forms differently. Natural vitamin E is absorbed more efficiently and regulated more tightly by the body, whereas synthetic forms, particularly in isolation and at high doses, can overwhelm the system and potentially lead to the adverse effects we've discussed. Dr. Bruce Ames, a renowned biochemist and professor at the University of California, Berkeley, has long emphasized the importance of nutrient balance and the potential pitfalls of isolating and megadosing single vitamins outside their natural dietary context. This highlights why relying on supplements for high doses of synthetic vitamin E rather than whole food sources significantly increases your risk. So, if high-dose synthetic vitamin E is a concern, what are the safer, more effective ways to ensure you're getting adequate vitamin E and other vital brain-supporting nutrients? The answer, overwhelmingly, lies in embracing a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods. Nature provides vitamin E in a harmonious complex of compounds, alpha, beta, gamma, and delta tocopherols, plus the tocotrienols, along with other antioxidants and cofactors that work synergistically. Excellent natural sources of vitamin E include nuts and seeds. Almonds, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, and peanuts are powerhouses of natural vitamin E. A handful of almonds or a sprinkle of sunflower seeds on your salad can contribute significantly to your daily intake. Leafy green vegetables, spinach, kale, and broccoli aren't just good for iron, they're also decent sources of vitamin E, along with a wealth of other beneficial vitamins and minerals. Vegetable oils, unrefined. While refined oils can be problematic, unrefined or cold-pressed oils like wheat germ oil, sunflower oil, and safflower oil are particularly rich in natural vitamin E. Just a tablespoon can provide a substantial amount. Avocado. This creamy fruit is not only delicious, but also offers a good amount of vitamin E, healthy fats, and other brain-boosting nutrients. Beyond specific vitamin E sources, focusing on a broadly nutrient-dense diet is paramount for brain health. This includes omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These are critical for brain structure and function. Dr. Daniel Amen, a renowned psychiatrist and brain health expert, consistently highlights the importance of omega-3s for cognitive vitality. Antioxidant-rich berries.
Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are packed with anthocyanins and other antioxidants that protect brain cells from damage. Whole grains, they provide sustained energy for the brain and are often good sources of B vitamins, essential for neurological function. Lean proteins, important for neurotransmitter synthesis and overall brain structure. By prioritizing these natural food-based sources, you not only get the beneficial forms of vitamin E, but also a symphony of other nutrients that support overall brain health without the risks associated with isolated, high-dose synthetic supplements. This approach aligns with the growing consensus in nutritional science that complex food matrices offer superior benefits compared to single nutrient supplementation.
Given the complexities and potential risks we've discussed, the most crucial takeaway is the importance of consulting with a qualified healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your supplement regimen, especially when it involves vitamins like E that can have unexpected impacts at high doses. Self-prescribing high-dose supplements, even those perceived as healthy, can inadvertently lead to imbalances or adverse effects. Your doctor, a registered dietitian, or a pharmacist can offer personalized advice based on your individual health profile, existing medical conditions, and any other medications you might be taking. For instance, if you're on blood thinners, adding a high-dose vitamin E supplement could significantly increase your risk of bleeding, a serious concern that only a medical professional can properly assess. They can also help you understand if you genuinely have a nutrient deficiency that warrants supplementation, or if your dietary intake is sufficient. Often, they might recommend blood tests to determine your current levels of various vitamins and minerals, providing objective data to guide your decisions. Leading health organizations, such as the National Institutes of Health, or NIH, consistently advise caution with high-dose supplements and emphasize obtaining nutrients primarily from food. The Mayo Clinic also frequently publishes guidance reiterating the importance of discussing supplements with your physician, particularly for older adults who may have more complex health needs. They can help you discern between anecdotal evidence and scientifically sound recommendations. Remember, the landscape of nutritional science is constantly evolving, and what was once believed to be universally beneficial might, with further research, reveal hidden complexities. An informed medical professional stays abreast of these developments and can guide you safely through the often confusing world of supplements, ensuring your choices truly support your long-term health and well-being.
So, to recap the vital information we've covered today, while vitamin E is an essential nutrient, particularly its natural forms found in whole foods, high doses of synthetic vitamin E, DL-alpha tocopherol, from supplements may actually pose risks to your brain health as you age. We've seen how once-touted benefits have been reevaluated by major studies like HOPE and the JAMA meta-analysis, showing no benefit and even potential harm at doses of 400 IU or more daily. The mechanisms are concerning. Excessive synthetic vitamin E can become pro-oxidative, disrupting your brain's delicate antioxidant balance, interfering with other crucial vitamins like K, and even compromising mitochondrial function in brain cells. These disruptions can subtly contribute to cognitive decline, memory issues, and, in more severe cases, potentially increase the risk of hemorrhagic stroke. The ease with which many seniors exceed the modest 22.4 IU/RDA through high-dose supplements and fortified foods is a significant concern. The safest and most effective way to ensure adequate vitamin E and comprehensive brain nutrition is through a diverse diet rich in whole foods like nuts, seeds, leafy greens, avocados, and healthy oils, coupled with other brain-boosting foods like fatty fish and berries. Ultimately, your health is paramount. Always consult with a healthcare professional before introducing or making significant changes to any supplement regimen. They can provide personalized guidance to ensure your choices are safe, effective, and truly beneficial for your unique needs.
Don't fall into the trap of thinking more is always better when it comes to vitamins, especially for your precious brain. Thank you for joining us on Senior Health. We hope this information empowers you to make smarter choices for your cognitive well-being. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.